Introversion. I was a awkward, shy, antisocial kid growing up. I didn't have many friends, and I would much rather spend my free time playing on my PlayStation rather than going out and hanging out with my fellow classmates. Now my mum is the complete opposite of this. Her calendar is always full of meetups with friends, and when she wasn't physically with them, she would always be on the phone for hours calling them. I wonder, sorry. I wondered why I wasn't more outgoing like my mum. Or like the kids at school who had big circles of friends and enjoyed hanging out, chatting and hanging out. There were words for kids like me: loser, loner, outcast. I thought, for most of my life, I thought that there was something wrong with me. After university, I found out that I was an introvert as opposed to an extrovert. At first I thought, great, yet another word to define me as a loser. But after doing more research, I found out that the term introversion does not mean a shy, closed off, and bad of people person. It may surprise you to know that Barack Obama, President of the United States, is an introvert. Yet he's far from shy, addressing millions of people on a daily basis. Keanu Reeves, the actor, is an introvert, yet he shares his talent with millions of people, starring in major blockbuster films such as The Matrix. Bill Gates is also an introvert, yet he has no problem with appearing in public and is eloquent in all of his speeches. So what is it that defines an introvert? Now there's many differences between an introvert and an extrovert, but the one that's most prominent in my opinion is that an extrovert draws energy from being around other people, whereas an introvert is the complete opposite. Being around other people actually draws away energy from us, and we recuperate this energy by being alone. And when I found this out, it made so much sense to me. For example, some of you may know that I do Muay Thai classes. And at the end of every class, I think, is that the end? I can go on for another 2 hours. In the classes, I'm in my own little world, focusing on improving my kicks, my punches, my elbow strikes, and my knee strikes. But when I'm at a social gathering, after 2 hours, I'm completely exhausted. So you may be wondering why an antisocial recluse like me is standing before you all today to speak to you, despite it's taking all of my willpower to not run out of the room screaming. And it's because of one word: passion. After university, I was passionate about starting my own business. So much so that it overrode 22 years of being terrified of talking to people. I wanted to become an entrepreneur so much that I forgot how to be a loser. And that's the same for today. My ambition to become a public speaker is so much more important to me than the uncomfortableness I'm feeling right now. I will never be as outgoing as my mum, but I realize that I don't need to be to accomplish my goals. I just need to embrace my my introversion and make it work with me, not against me. Just like Barack Obama, Keanu Reeves, and Bill Gates worked with their introversion to accomplish amazing things. Introversion is a gift, not a curse. It's the gift of being able to think before you speak, the gift of self-reflection, the gift of independence. Now I'd like to appeal to the extroverts among us. You are. I'd like you to nurture the introverts in your life. Because when they say that they want to be alone, it's not because they're being antisocial or depressed. It's just because we want to recharge our energy so that we can spend more time with you guys. So if there's a lesson to take home from this, it's that you should know your personality traits. Introverted, extroverted, it doesn't matter, as long as you use this knowledge to your advantage. As a physical example, Manny Pacquiao is one of the greatest boxers of our generation. Yet, most of the fighters he fights are taller than he is, and so have a longer reach. Yet he manages to dominate most of his fights. And it's because he knows his attributes and he incorporates them into his game plan. So I want you to figure out what your game plan is and how your unique attributes will help you to accomplish your goals. Thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience.